The following is a DW Ancient Egypt production. Under Ramesses IX, who ruled from 1129 to 1111 BC, Egypt returned to some degree of stability, although there is not much to show for it in terms of monuments or records. It was during his reign that the first of a series of scandals developed concerning the tomb robberies in the valley. These robberies mainly took place in year 16 of his reign, although there had been an earlier incident with the robbery of KV9. The affair came to light after reports were made to the vizier. He ordered a commission to investigate, and they discovered that 9 out of the 10 tombs checked had been robbed. The verbatim accounts of the trials of several of the culprits have survived in over a dozen papyri, known as the tomb robbing papyri. We found the burial place of the royal wife. We forced it open. We opened their outer coffins, their inner coffins in which they lay. We found this noble mummy of this king equipped like a warrior. Large number of sacred eye amulets and ornaments of gold was at his neck, and his headpiece of gold was on him. The noble mummy of this king was all covered with gold, and his inner coffins were created of gold and silver, inside and outside, with inlays of all kinds of precious stones. We appropriated the gold which we found on this noble mummy of this god, and his eye amulets, his ornaments which were at his neck, and in the coffins in which he lay. We found the royal wife likewise, and we took all that we found on her too. We set fire to their inner coffins. We stole their outfits which we found on them, consisting of objects of gold, silver, and bronze, and divided them into 8 parts. The punishment for these acts against the Egyptian state and their religion was certainly death, most likely impalement. Ramesses IX's tomb, KV6, was 105 meters long and consisted of an open entry ramp, 3 successive corridors, a chamber, and an unfinished pillared chamber with central descent that led to a burial chamber. KV6 has one of the largest entrances in the valley and was the last royal tomb to have so much of its decoration completed. At the time of the death of the king, only corridors B and C had been plastered, and only the painted decoration in corridor B had been completed. The remaining plastering and painting of the ceiling and walls of the tomb were hastily finished. The walls of KV6 contain over 50 graffiti, mainly located on the upper part of the walls, indicating the tomb was partly filled with debris during antiquity. The mummy of Ramesses IX was found in the 1881 cache. Ramesses X is a poorly documented king. There was a massive influx of Libyan invaders into the western delta region of Lower Egypt during his reign. He is the last New Kingdom pharaoh to rule Nubia as they soon revolted. His tomb in the valley, KV18, was unfinished with very little decoration remaining. The tomb was about 43 meters long and consisted of an entryway and 2 sections of corridor separated by gates. The lintel of Gate B is decorated with the sun disk of the horizon, and Corridor B is decorated with representations of Ramesses X with deities. This tomb appears to have been abandoned. Most of the painted relief decoration was lost due to flooding. Ramesses X's mummy has not been found.